Hello everyone, Amradorn here, and welcome back to Am's Constructs. Today we are looking at the first snapshot for the Caves and Cliffs Update 1.17. This is Snapshot 20w45a, and this is a Java snapshot. It has brought in copper ore, geodes, some of the new blocks. It has brought in the spyglass, and we have lightning rods, and we have candles. It doesn't include goats, because those were in the bedrock snapshot that came out a little while ago. But we do have a few blocks here. So tough is one of the new blocks that is coming out, and I think it's related to geodes. And I am currently sitting in a backup copy of the multiverse world where I do Am's Journeys, and I'm over here in the Alford Castle. And I've been playing around with these new blocks and stuff. So like this road here, I have changed it out to, instead of having path blocks and grass, I've put in bricks and stone, but I've also put in these tough blocks. And I like how they add a little bit darker gray to the road. They kind of sit really good next to the basalt and give us a little bit of color variation that we really didn't have before. You could put in like the andesite and the cobble and the stone brick, you know, and they were all kind of the same grayish color. Now the cobblestone has a little bit more white to it. So it kind of stands out a little brighter, but this tough block really kind of sells this path a little bit more. Now I don't know if tough block is something that's going to be easy to get a hold of, how renewable it's going to be, or if it's going to be fairly difficult to get a hold of, but I like the way that this changes this path up and gives it a texture here that really kind of stands out. Now, something else that we got in this snapshot are these things. These are lightning rods, and you make these with copper. Let's see. Let's get a crafting bench set up over here. I have one down here. Alright, so I believe that in order to make these, first we need a bunch of copper ingots. So let's go ahead and grab some of those. And yeah, with a bunch of copper ingots, we can make copper blocks, which of course is 9 ingots. And then a lightning rod, which is going to be 3 ingots. And then we can make lightning rods. Alright, so lightning rods do exactly what they say they are. You can put them in high places, and if there's a storm and lightning, they will tend to strike this before striking the a wooden structure. I don't know how often you need to place them in order to be able to catch all the lightning, or what kind of radius it will pull lightning strikes to. These may be usable in things like if you want to get charged creepers, you might be able to use them to create some sort of farm with creepers in mind. That could be interesting. The other thing that you can do is, and I've been kind of playing around with this, let's go over here to the starter house that I built when I first came to the Alford area. So you can kind of use them in conjunction with the new candles and make these candle holders. I like these. And you can see that I've kind of gone a little crazy with candles in this house here. They're all over the place. And even in the bedroom here. And I've been kind of playing around trying to figure out how you know, what we can do with these. They work a lot like sea pickles and how they're placed. I'm not sure exactly what it takes to make them yet. And I did notice that if you look here, if I can find them again real quick. So it looks like candles are going to be dyeable, so you can make different colors of them. They do create a light level that is based off of the number of candles that you have. It does not look like they create color based off of the color of the candle. So this will not create red light. I've also done something like this. Okay. You might also be able to do something along the lines, let's see here. Grab that. Can we put that upside down? And then, and then maybe put one right side up on top of here. Okay. So you can do something like this. These might be usable for like mechanical things. Maybe, if you can attach chains to them. Maybe. Let's see. So it seems to hang down a little bit when it's done in that orientation. But you could probably do something like this. And then have a lantern hanging off of the end of it. I had a lantern in here, but I got rid of it. Oh, there they are. So you could do something like that. So it actually looks like there's something mounted to the chain holding it in place. And these are multi-directional. It seems like you can put them in all sorts of ways. It would be nice if you do something like this that they would connect. Because then you might be able to do something like with chandeliers. And again, it would be really cool if the candles could be set on top of the copper lightning rod directly when it's sitting in some orientation other than straight up. That way it gives a multiple use to it. Some of the other blocks that I have seen, here's all the copper stuff that's currently in this snapshot. You've got copper block, of course. You got the lightly weathered copper, semi-weathered, and so on and so forth. So it looks like there are stairs and slabs for all of these. I'm not seeing any walls, which is, I suppose, understandable. There's also an amethyst shard, a block of amethyst, a budding amethyst, and then different blocks for the various crystal sizes. Now, I don't know yet as to what the significance of that is. Are you going to be able to use Silk Touch to bring them home? Or are we going to be able to create some sort of crystal farm? It is a crystal, it's an amethyst crystal, something that's going to only be creatable in... They do seem to emit a little bit of light, and I really like the tone that they make when you place them. You can place these crystals in various formations. which is kind of cool. They do not seem to stack on top of each other, and there are different sizes of these. They don't seem to interfere with mobs. And yeah, the different sizes create different light levels. And also different tones. I'm wondering if there's going to be any sort of use with those in now I can't think. Redstone. Yeah. Completely forgot that. I mean, if those can be used to create some sort of redstone signal or something, that could be interesting. What do we got here? Okay, so a block of amethyst is something we can make with 4 crystals. If I have a block of amethyst, can I make something else? Doesn't seem like it. I really am not seeing a big purpose for these blocks yet. I have a feeling there's meant to be more to it, but they just haven't put it into the game yet. I can see these being useful for some colored decoration, but that's about it at the moment. There is another block that seems to be related to geodes, and that is the calcite block. And it almost looks like white marble. I haven't seen any sort of recipe for these as of yet. They don't seem to really do much. But those could be usable. This is definitely something that could be useful. I'd really like to see stairs, slabs, and walls of this material, as well as the new tough material, because I think those textures and those colors will be usable in all sorts of things, and so those blocks should be available to us. Just to make life a little bit more interesting for us. Now, bundles are in the game here in this snapshot, but I haven't played around with them all that much yet. There's one right there. So bundles look like they should be able to hold on to things that have stacks. But they don't seem to be working for me at the moment. And it may be because I'm in creative mode. Not really sure. Or I could just be using them wrong. Let's see, what else is in this list here? Not seeing much in the way of flowers. There's a mushroom stem. That's something that's been around for ages. Let's see. What is this? Nope. Alright, so I'm not really seeing a whole lot else in this list so far. Lapis lazuli, there's dyes. You can put candles on a cake, which is kind of cool. And when you eat a cake piece, it knocks the candle off, and you can light the candle, so you could do a birthday party for something. Let's see. There is a new mechanic with shulker boxes where they have shulkers, when you're fighting them in the end, they have a small chance to basically create another shulker off of some sort of mechanic. I haven't really played around with that to check it out yet. But yeah, you can see all these different copper pieces. The spyglass, I'm not sure how useful that's going to be. Like a lot of people, I use Optifine, and it seems to basically do this function that the spyglass gives me, and it gives it to me in a much more usable format. Now, if you're on a vanilla server that doesn't have Optifine or doesn't have any mods, then it could be useful in that case. So the spyglass is going to be, it looks like it's going to be one of those few things that if you're doing a lot of modded and stuff, you're just probably not going to find that that's useful. If you're not doing a lot of modded, then it could very well be useful. But I think the odds on that are kind of slim. But there we are. There is also a whole bunch of tweaks and bug fixes, but I'm not going to go over those right now. So I'm really looking forward to the to seeing what is next as they come around here, and I can see some phantoms flying at me at the back. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I am going to go ahead and close it here. Until next time, you guys have a good one. Goodbye.